What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Pre-Race Pulse right here on Racing America, episode 12 already. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Alan Cavana, excited to say we're getting back to normal this weekend in the NASCAR world. No right turns, just go fast, turn left. We're doing it at Dover Motor Speedway, the Monster Mile, one of the best tracks in NASCAR, one of the most unique because of the trophy you win for winning the race. You win this race, you get this guy. Miles the Monster. Well, maybe not this guy, but this is Miles the Monster. You get your own Miles. He's holding your car. It's a very cool trophy, highly coveted, very unique trophy. We'll talk all about it coming up in the episode, but as always, we start with the news. The first headline of the week is the in-season tournament bracket. We've gone from 32 drivers down to 4, and one of them is the ultimate Cinderella story. Ty Dillon moved on in Sonoma. I was there watching that final hairpin turn as Ty Dillon bumped Alex Bowman out of the way. Nothing dirty, just a NASCAR bump, old short track racing. But that pass may be worth $1 million. Ty Dillon is the 32nd seed in this tournament, and he is now in the final 4. At Dover, he'll face sign of another underdog story, John Hunter Nemechek. One of them will have a guaranteed shot at $1 million. The other side of the bracket, two kind of heavyweights, Tyler Reddick and Ty Gibbs. Toyota Racing teammates, heavyweights going up against each other. Who's going to be on the other side after Dover? I'm going with the ultimate Cinderella. I think Ty Dillon wins his matchup. On the other side, I got to go with the speed and experience Tyler Reddick. Those two for $1 million at Indy. That's my prediction. What's yours? Let me know down in the comments. Another big headline this week, Katherine Legge is adding another race to her schedule this year, and it's a big one, a crown jewel. She will race the Brickyard 400. She's been racing for Live Fast Motorsports this year, and it was announced she'll not only race the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis that weekend, for the first time she will do double duty, racing both Xfinity and the Cup Series race, of course, the Brickyard 400. It's been nice to see the steady improvement from Katherine. She's had 4 races this year. She had a 19th place at Chicago Street Course, a career best, so steadily improving, which is very cool to see. As for the Brickyard, a crown jewel. She will be only the second female to race in the Brickyard 400. Danica Patrick did it 5 times with a best finish of 11th in 2017. It's great to see Katherine Legge out there getting some experience in the Cup car. Another big one coming at the Brickyard. Good luck, Katherine. Let's go to our hot topics of the week. Big hot topic, the domination era of Shane Van Gisbergen is over, at least for a few weeks. Sorry, Shane, I'm not expecting a ton out of you this weekend at Dover. Dover is back to a mile racetrack, concrete, high banked, high speeds, a unique challenge as we get toward the playoffs. Only 6 more races until the playoffs begin. 12 of the 16 spots are already spoken for. We've had 12 winners this season, and there are some big names who have not locked their spot in the playoffs yet. We're talking last year's regular season champion, Tyler Reddick. Alex Bowman, not in yet. Chris Buescher, not in yet. Bubba Wallace hanging on to the cut line right now. That's what makes Dover so unique, because things can happen there so quickly. You have to be fast. You have to have great handling. Wrecks happen there so quickly that any little thing could take you off the cut line and put you in position of missing the playoffs. It'll be interesting to see how these drivers play out. Some of the best teams, some of the fastest cars still competing. A win gets you in, but a good finish could ultimately get you across the finish line. We'll have to see what happens this weekend in Dover when it comes to that bubble line. Other news this weekend, J.J. Yeley will join the list of regulars this weekend in Dover. Over the last few years, he has competed for New York Racing in the number 44 Chevrolet. He'll make his 6th start of the year this year in the Cup Series, racing for New York Racing. Good luck to J.J. Good luck to the entire field. For more on all these stories, make sure you go to Racing America on SI. Let's talk about Dover a little bit, because I keep saying it's one of the most unique tracks in all of NASCAR, and here's why. First of all, it's concrete. You'll notice that right away. It's a mile long. Yes, there are other mile-long tracks, but this is the fastest one out there that we have because of the banking. 24 degrees of banking in the corners. But not only that, on the straightaways, 9 degrees of banking. That's more banking than some other tracks have in their corners. So everything is happening so fast on a mile racetrack. It's tight, it's tough to get around, there's a big elevation drop off. It's very unique for the drivers, the G's that they face going around that track. They call it self-cleaning because of that banking. If something happens at the top of the racetrack, it's coming right down in front of you. Makes it very treacherous, talking about the playoff line, talking about all those drivers that need a good finish. Things happen in a hurry at Dover. The fact that we only go here once a year now makes it even more, we'll call it precarious, because you don't get a lot of practice at the Monster Mile, and they call it the Monster for a reason. One driver who hasn't been able to tame the Monster, Joey Logano, but he's making his 600th start in his career. It's crazy to think about how young he started, how young he still is, making career start number 600 this weekend at Dover. Dover has not been a great track for him. He had a pretty memorable, vicious crash early on in his career when flipping down the corner. All good there. He's never won at Dover. Could this be the first weekend, his first win at Dover? We shall see. But congrats on Joey Logano. A long career, storied career already, and many, many more years to go. Big doubleheader this weekend for Xfinity and Cup. You can watch the Xfinity Series Saturday at 4:30 on the CW, and then the big show on Sunday, 2 p.m. on TNT Sports. I'll be down there on pit road with the crew. Let's talk some winners at the Monster Mile. Last year, Carson Kvapil put on quite the show as a part-timer for Junior Motorsports. This year, as a full-timer, he's going to carry the banner for the organization. Junior Motorsports been doing a lot of winning lately. Carson Kvapil gets career win number 1 this weekend at the Monster Mile in Xfinity. On the Cup side, this track, I think it tends to go toward experience, speed, best handling. Who's got some of the best speed, one of the best teams in all of NASCAR? Willie B. Willie B gets it done, gets back in the winner's circle for 2025. I think William Byron wins on Sunday. Those are my picks for the Monster Mile. Who are you picking? Let me know down in the comments. I want to know who your winners are. Thanks so much for joining us here on our new show, The Pre-Race Pulse. You can catch us here every week, 6 p.m. Thursday, as we preview the upcoming NASCAR race. For everything you need to know every week, the news, preview of the upcoming race, make sure you hit that follow button right here on Racing America. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.